If I wanted to make 10K per month selling AI marketing to concrete contractors, this is exactly what I would do. And I'm going to break down the exact system in the next 15 minutes. The website, the funnel, the Google page, the ads, and the complete go high level automations to make this a fully functional and profitable funnel. I have some pretty good information for y'all guys today, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So first, you might be asking, why concrete contractors? Well, there's three main reasons. Reason number one is because they have such a high ticket project cost, right? If we look at a full front driveway transformation, that can go anywhere from 10 to 30 grand, right, depending on the size. And then even on the smaller scale, still decent sized ticket projects, if we look at small patios in the backyard, 10 to 20 grand on average for these projects. This is why it's very important you work with a niche that makes good money from their projects, good money from their work, or at least has a high volume. Now, it's very important you work with a niche that has money, a niche that makes good money from their projects, so they can actually budget and afford your marketing services. You might want to charge a good amount for your services, but you're working with clients who don't have the budget. They can barely spend $1,000, $1,500 on marketing for the whole month, right? So work with clients that have high ticket services, mid to high ticket services, so that actually can pay you well and you have a good time and you're happy fulfilling for these clients. So some of these guys just put up a Google page and call it a day. They think that's enough. They think that's marketing. Some of these guys don't even have a Google page, right? There's still a lot of business owners and concrete contractors that don't have Google My Business pages, right? They don't know how to do it. So that's where you can come in and build that. Typically, these business owners are just making posts on their Facebook, or they're joining these local business groups, local neighborhood groups, just looking for work, just hungry for work. And as you can see, like, these posts get no likes, no comments, no shares. So they're just not aware that there's a better way to do marketing. And if anything, they're chasing leads right now. There's a way with what we do with our marketing and the systems we put in place. You don't have to chase the leads. You don't have to chase new customers. With the systems that we build for our clients, the customers come to them, right? The customers are going after them, and all we have to do is pick up the phone and book them in, right? So next is going to be desperate for leads, right? So especially during these slow seasons, right? During winter time, or just during times in their city, in their state where the concrete work slows down, they're desperate for leads, right? They're looking on Google. Okay, how can I get leads? I'm going to Angie Leads. I'm going to Home Advisor. These big platforms that sell leads, and most of the time those are low quality leads, tire kickers, and they sell those leads to 5 different contractors, right? So these people start looking for good lead sources, and this is where you would come in as a marketing agency owner. So if we look at the results for one of my clients, he's a high ticket landscape design and hardscape contractor. So he does do concrete, but focuses also on high ticket patio builds, backyard transformations, and etc. Just 7 days of launching his campaign, we got him 8 qualified leads, 8 leads from his area, qualified homeowners looking to get work done, and only with a $30 budget, right? Let's just say we had a $50 budget, this probably would have been doubled, right? So let's do the math, what you guys all been waiting for. How can we make 10K per month working with concrete contractors? So let's go over some typical standard industry pricing models when it comes to working with concrete contractors and running their marketing campaigns. The setup fee is when we cash collect money up front to get started on the marketing campaign. This is the first month of us working with the client. This is where we're setting up their, their ads, their website, their automations, and things like that. So the first month of the process of the marketing campaign typically has most of the work. It's the upfront work. That's why we charge a bit more on the setup fee. You can go ahead and charge anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 to set up the entire marketing funnel. And like I said, this is just the setup cost. Next would be the retainers. So realistic retainers can range anywhere from 1 to 2K when working with concrete contractors. This is 100%, doable. This is 100% reasonable, especially if your client, gets good projects, decent projects, bro. They have no problem paying you this. Like I said, as long as you're getting them results, as long as they have a marketing budget, they can pay you 1 to 2K per month, and they still have to obviously pay for ad spend, right? We never cover the ad spend unless we're selling leads, but that's another story. So they're going to have to pay me 1 to 2K to run their marketing, and they have to pay Facebook 30 a day, 50 a day, or whatever it might be. So now let me show you the exact offer I used to run when going after concrete contractors and hardscape contractors. So it is the 3-month marketing campaign. We're working together for 3 solid months, and afterwards we can rediscuss terms, extend the contract, or go separate ways if it wasn't a good experience. Either way, the 3-month marketing campaign is a 6K offer, right? This is a good starting point. Once you're more established as a marketing agency, you could charge more for the 3 months of service, but 6K is a good starting point. So If you're a really good sales rep, if you have good testimonials or just you're good at sales, you can collect this full 6K up front for the 3-month marketing campaign. So you collect a lot of cash up front. In fact, all the cash, all of the deal up front, and then you just get to work and y'all work for 3 months. Not everybody can do that. I'm going to be straight up. It takes a lot of sales skills to sell a 6K deal over a Zoom call up front. So what is more realistic for y'all guys is maybe a 3K upfront setup fee and then $1,500 per month for the next 2 months, which will equal obviously 6K to complete the 6K deal. So just breaking it up like that, guys. But once you get established, there's definitely agency owners out there, and even myself, that can close high ticket upfront packages just because of the sales experience that you gain. So one of the first deliverables that we can offer our client is a high converting website or high converting landing page. Now, before I dive into the high converting landing pages of Concrete Contractors, let me show you exactly where you can build your next website for your client. If you aren't using Go High Level yet, I highly recommend you switch over to Go High Level. It's the only software I use to manage all my marketing clients, and you can actually build a website in the software. So there's a link in the description. There's a 14-day free trial. If you use my link, I will also import all of these website templates directly into your account. These are websites that I've sold this year, 2025. So they work, they're high converting, they're modern. And then I also have a bunch of other templates that I can offer you from Go High Level as well. Just loads of different industries. So it doesn't just apply to concrete contractors, right? You could do this to any industry, any business, generate them customers, help them make more money, and they will pay you good. Anyways, there's a 14-day free trial to Go High Level. You can start building your website, start managing your clients, and then also get this bonus of the website templates. So next is the automation. Now, guys, learning automation in 2026, right, is going to be a high-paying skill, right? Business owners cannot figure this out. Like especially older business owners that aren't tech savvy, it's going to be so hard for them to learn how to set up automations in their business, right? So that's where you come in. You learn it. It may seem complicated at first, but if you learn it and use the templates that I can give you as well, it's super easy to implement for these business owners. And it's super, super valuable as well. So one of the first automations we can offer them is the new concrete lead automation. Now, this is also in the template if you sign up with my Go High Level link, or if you join my program, I offer these to all my students. So we have the concrete lead automation, right? So this is what the automation is going to look like inside of Go High Level. We have the trigger, which is the form, and then we set off a list of events to fire off as soon as the lead comes in, right? And just an example, the first text message we would send to the lead immediately, not manually, it's through automation, right? So the business owner does not have to wait for every lead and sit on his phone all day. When he's busy, he has to manage his crew, he has to do other things. He can't be ready to text leads as soon as they come in, but that's okay. That's how we set up automations. So, hey Tammy, this is Diego from Diego's Concrete. Thanks for checking out our free quote special. We handle driveways, patios, sidewalks, and all concrete work for residential and commercial. So this is just an example of the first automation we can send to these homeowners, just so they get reassured that, hey, we saw you come in, we saw you fill out the form. A team member will be right with you to help you out. So it's speed to lead, getting to the customer as soon as possible, and also that good customer service, letting them know, hey, we're not ignoring you. Hey, we're ready. We're going to prioritize you if you want to get a free quote. And another example is we're going to send a message to the business owner. Hey, business owner, you have a new lead on Facebook. We have already contacted them via text. Call them as soon as possible, right? So boom, they get a text message. Now the business owner knows, okay, cool. I have a lead that just came in, a qualified lead. They want some work done potentially. Let me go ahead and call them up and see if I can book in that estimate. Once again, we're offering all of our students and members the complete template, the complete snapshot to deploy right into your account, so you don't have to build these automations from scratch. They're already ready to go. One of the best places and most affordable places to market in 2025 and 2026, if I'm being honest, is Facebook, is Instagram, right? Instead of doing an expensive billboard, an expensive TV commercial, we can now run ads on Facebook and Instagram and essentially target the same people as if we were running commercials on TV. So just a few reasons why we like Facebook and Instagram ads and how we can set it up on the back end as the agency, right? So we can target by city and zip code. So making sure we're hitting their target audience, we're hitting who they want to work with. If they want to work with a certain neighborhood because he knows they make money and they seen his truck around, we're going to run ads to that neighborhood, to that zip code. So you can type in a city, you can type in a zip code on the targeting, right? Next is going to be age targeting, right? We can target by age. So only qualified people are going through the funnel. Only qualified people are watching the ads, right? Why would we want 18-year-olds watching a concrete ad? And no 18-year-old is a homeowner. No 18-year-old is going to be looking to get concrete work. So we can set up on the back end, for example, ages 30 to 65. So we only get homeowners who are actually looking to invest and actually looking to renovate their home with new concrete. And just one of my other reasons, homeowners, and just like most people on this earth, love scrolling, right? Homeowners of all kind, right? Especially high income homeowners. Maybe they come home from work, or maybe they're a stay at home mom. They're just scrolling Facebook, and they see a beautiful backyard. They see a beautiful patio on their Facebook. For example, the video I'm about to show you, they just see that and they're absolutely blown away. They want to get a quote. They want to transform their yard. So it's just like a commercial, like I'm saying, but it's more personal, right? People love scrolling on Facebook. My mom loves scrolling on TikTok. My mom loves scrolling on Facebook. So with Instagram and Facebook, we connect with the audience, and this is what this video does right here.
I think I'll take my whiskey leave, my coffee bag and my bed key. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me.
So this is just one example of an ad. Just showing beautiful concrete work done, some nice emotional music, looking to obviously spark some emotion, like, damn, I want my house to look like that. So that's just one example of Facebook and Instagram ads. There's tens and tens of other examples that I can show y'all guys in another video if that's what y'all want to see. I just broke down one of the exact playbooks that I ran for my clients, allowed me to generate over $10,000 per month consistently this year from my marketing agency. If you like this in-depth content and you're genuinely passionate and you genuinely want to change your life with these skills of sales and marketing, right? It's 2026, about to be 2026. If you're not learning sales, marketing, learning how to use AI, you're going to get left behind. This is a huge opportunity. So if you're looking to start this business model and you've been thinking about starting WAS, thinking about starting your marketing agency, click the link below. You can check out my mentorship, check out my program, see if it's a good fit for you. If you're looking for someone to guide you one-on-one, because I do one-on-one trainings, one-on-one consultations, group calls, I give you the full course as well. If you're looking for that in one-on-one guidance with myself, I can help you land your first few clients. And once you do land those first few clients, as you can see, there's things you need to do on the back end to make sure everything runs smoothly, everything runs great, and they stay with you for months and months and months and pay you more. On the last note, if you still want to get started with this business model, use the Go High Level link. It's a 2-week free trial. See how you like it. Play around with the system. I give y'all guys so many templates when you use my link. So without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe. And I read all my comments. So if you have a specific video idea, drop it in the comments. Follow me at Coach Melcher on Instagram. And I'll see y'all guys on the next one.